and everything. By the time you exchange naira, dollar to naira, that is because of the weak naira. Now, I have friends that are earning in pounds, and they began to position themselves to assess opportunities some of the opportunities I'm going to be sharing with us, that can position them better. All right. So by the grace of God, we are going to unpack this opportunity, and I believe that somebody will be blessed during the course of this presentation. See the inflation rate we have in the country vis-a-vis the unemployment rate percent. All right, and then the actual unemployment rate is within a neighborhood of 33.0%. So that is the rate of unemployment that we have at the moment in the country. Now we are going to look at the impact of inflation, the impact of unemployment according to the different geopolitical zones in Nigeria. All right, the impact of inflation, the impact of unemployment according to the different geopolitical zones in Nigeria. Okay. Now, if you look at the slide that is on the screen, I believe that we can all see. My apologies if it is not so elaborate for you to see. Now, according to this slide that I'm showing, you see that Northwest Nigeria, basically the northern part of Nigeria, the impact of inflation, the impact of unemployment is high compared to the south. All right, specifically within the south, it is a bit low, as well as the southwest and the southeast is a little bit low in comparison to the north. All right, so that is a general overview of the state of unemployment, the state of the affairs of in the country at the moment. All right, so I want us to have a general overview, and thereafter we drill down to how it affects you and I. Now, what is the role of faith in thriving in seasons like this? What is the role of faith? What does our faith play in times of in season that we have found ourselves? Number one, it says that trials builds character and hope. All right, we have a biblical foundation, we have a basic faith-driven foundation that says that during the season of trials, all right, our characters and our hope are built. All right, when you are going through challenges, that is when your true character, your true intent is revealed. Okay. Number two, using God's given talent to serve others and provide for others. During difficult seasons, as believers, we are expected to show, all right, to support one another. It's not a time to hoard. By the grace of God, my wife was sharing with me, we provided a fully funded scholarship to almost 1,000 young people across different churches in Nigeria. We didn't take a dime from them. We didn't take a dime. However, we had people that sponsored. So we were training them on cybersecurity, data analytics, software engineering, project management for 6 months. All right. So it is not a season where you hoard. Rather, it is a season where we are supposed to be liberal as Christians, either in terms of material possessions, all right, and in terms of knowledge. It is time to democratize what we know so that other people can benefit. It's not a time to hoard. So as believers, using God-given talent to serve others and to provide for them. And my wife was sharing with me the number of people that have been able to access internship opportunities, job opportunities, either internship, remote, with companies in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. And they were close to 20, and we are just in the fourth month of the scholarship program. All right. So it's a season where God expects us as believers to be liberal, to have an open hand to give to people. And thirdly, all right, it's turning hardship into growth through prayer, community, and action. In seasons like this, in difficult seasons like this, it's not a time to do life alone. It's not a time to be in isolation. It's not a time to be in silos. Rather, it is time to do life with a community of believers that are going through the same journey with you, that believe in this, that believe in, have the same faith with you, and then have a robust community. For example, today, every Friday, I have some group of friends who just meet in my friend's office, and then we'll just spend time to pray. We just spend 1 hour, we just finish praying. But before then, we begin to ask ourselves questions. Okay, bro, how far with your business? How far with your career? What is the challenge? We begin to troubleshoot each other's challenges, be supportive. Okay, so it is a season where you need to find a community and plug yourself in. Okay, I was speaking with somebody this morning about remote job opportunity in the US, and she told me something. She said, Hamilton, one of the things she does very well is that she has a clique of people that are doing remote work in the US and in the UK. So because of that, it's easy to bounce up ideas, to bounce up opportunities. Okay, so in seasons like this, as believers, it is important that we find a community and belong to, and that will provide some form of support to us, and then exchange ideas. And then also, it's a season to pray as if everything depends. We should pray as if everything depends on praying, and then we should work as if everything depends on working as believers. And it's not a season to forsake the gathering of believers. So it's time for us to spend some time in the place of prayer. All right, spend me a story of a lady in Abuja. All right, because of the as Washington, I began, I don't know, I can't just place my head how she got the idea from. But what she did was she went to buy a bag of rice. Leadership opportunities. I use the word door openers. Okay, things that open doors. Right, so in this season, God has opened doors. God opened doors. I remember early this year, I was somewhere, and then God began to tell me that, Hamilton, the door of Biennial is closed. The door of Biennial is closed. And he told me the door of Macedonia is open. I was trying to understand what that meant. I kept hearing the word, the door of Biennial is closed. And then where I was, I began to notice that a certain door that I was benefiting from was closed against me. All right. And a door of... We're going to be talking about 3 different scholarships. Training, postgraduate scholarships, and then undergraduate scholarships. Sorry, because I need to get back to work, and I'm just going to just take it bit by bit and make sure that I finish as soon as possible so that I can go back to work. Sorry, I'm working. Now, if you look at the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, from verse 11, all right, it talks about God opening doors to us. God opened doors. All right. So education equips us to prosper and not to harm us. So education equips us. So education is all right. It opens doors for us, and it's not designed to harm us. So I'm going to look at some of the local scholarships that are available. So number 1, we have Julius Berger Nigerian Scholarship Scheme that is coming up very soon. It's for female undergraduate in engineering and construction. So it's designed for women that are pursuing a career in engineering and construction. Now, it's important that we begin to leave our comfort zone and begin to seek these things. A wise man says that nothing grows within our comfort zone. We must, by step of faith, we must leave our comfort zone and begin to seek these opportunities. Okay, so the first scholarship that is available is the Julius Berger Nigerian Scholarship Scheme that is designed for women that want to build a career within the construction and engineering sector. Number one is the MTN Foundation Scholarship. It's for those that want to build a career within the ICT space and also develop business that is designed to train leaders. Okay, I remember I was speaking in a meeting and I told them that everything rises and falls on leadership. All right, everything in life rises and falls on leadership. Families rise and fall on leadership. Businesses rise and a business cannot grow more than the knowledge of the person that is leading the business. All right, so it's called the law of the lead. All right, the law of the lead. So a business cannot grow more than the knowledge, the ideas and the capabilities of those leading the business or the organization. And lastly, we have Codros. I've worked in this organization briefly before. So they also have a good opportunity for young people and those that want to grow in career and as well as in business. I will share this slide with the host of this conference so that it can be shared to other people. All right, then we have the international scholarships. We have the scholarships. We have number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. If you look at them, they offer quite a range of opportunities for us to just grab them, take advantage of these opportunities. And I believe that once we do so, it's going to really, really turn out right for us. Okay, then for those of us that are in business, some of us are already familiar with the Tony Elumelu Foundation that is giving out $5,000 for a seed capital for business owners. I think there is also a Christian organization in Abuja that wants to do something like this. However, it's tied to faith. Okay, it's designed for Christians only, and I think they are starting with $2,000. They are starting, I think I was having a discussion with the program manager of this particular intervention, and they're looking at May next year to be able to give at least $2,000 to I think 1 or 2 Christian-led businesses. Okay, and then number 2, we have the agro funds. All right, so it's available, and then we have the third one, which is the AYWEN financial support that is available for youth-focused businesses. And I must say, there is an organization called Welcome to Africa. I work closely with the owner of that organization, so they provide some form of support system for agro businesses. So any business that is within the agro sector, they provide some form of support system, not just financial support, but also access to markets. All right, they do all of those support systems for business owners. All right, sorry, I'm a bit fast because I want to jump into another meeting. We have faith-based support systems, and I would like us to take a critical look at this organization. We have the Christian Aid Partnership. It's a strong faith, and then we have the faith-driven entrepreneurship group. Now, this particular organization, the faith-driven entrepreneurship group, I want to recommend every believer to just check them out. They are very good. Now, all right, they have footprint across most of these countries. And within the organization, you're going to see Fortune 500 companies that are doing so well, all right? Companies that have a sitting balance, a share capital that is running in billions of naira, okay? So they provide support system for Christian entrepreneurs, and they are having a major conference in Lagos, I think in March next year. I spoke with the country director in Nigeria, and he was telling me about the conference that they want to put together in Lagos, majorly to bring Christian professionals, business leaders, and an atmosphere that enables them to exchange ideas, to provide some form of support system for growth. And then and the goal is to train young people across different churches in Nigeria on critical skills that will make them employable, because it's not just to get the soft skills. In addition to having soft skills, you need to have, an employment proof skill that if you get these skills, you are sure that you are going to get a job. All right. I was having a conversation with somebody this morning, and then, sorry, I bounce ideas a lot with some of my friends and colleagues at work. So we're talking about the high demand for talents, for skilled workers in India and in the Philippines. All right, you see that entrepreneurs, CEOs in the US and in the UK, their attention is towards India as well as the Philippines. It's because there is high demand for these skills. All right, so anyone that picks a tech skills and all of those things, it is easier for you to have access to global opportunity. Okay, and number two, it overcome local barriers, require minimal infrastructure. All you need is a laptop, an internet, and then you are good to go. You are sitting in the comfort of your home, and then you are earning at least $1,000. Now, if you exchange $1,000 with the current exchange rate, that is over ₦1,000,000. All right. So we have a lot of opportunity that is abound if we pick up these skills and then link up with a community that can provide that sort of support system for you to acquire job opportunity outside Nigeria. So it is important that we put these skills at the front burner of the conversation. Young people may need to begin to think outside the city of Calabar. They need to begin to think outside Nigeria. What can I do that will place me ahead of the curve? What skill can I get? Because it is important that we acquire this skill. For example, I read zoology in the University of Calabar. But after finishing university, I realized that, Hamilton, it is the BSc just gives you the basic foundation. Now it is time to build on top of it. All right. And I began to acquire skills that will put me ahead of my peers. So it is important that we begin to think outside where we are, outside our comfort zone. What are the skills that are necessary? How can I future-proof my career? How can I future-proof my business? That no matter what, all right, no matter what, I will be ahead of the curve. Okay? All right, so I'm going to briefly talk about the next generation scholarship program. I'm sorry, I'm a bit pressed for time for my next meeting. The next generation scholarship program, I'm going to send the details of this particular scholarship program to the host of this program. So it's a fully funded scholarship program that we pick people from different churches across Nigeria. Currently, we have participants across, I think, 14 to 15 states in Nigeria, undergoing different skills, cybersecurity, data analytics, data science, front end and back end, project management, product design, UI, UX, machine learning, all of those skills, all right? And then next year, we're going we're going to add that curriculum. We want to begin to focus on also those that are not within the sciences as well. And at the end of the day, the next step is to begin to place them on job opportunities, okay? And we do all of this without not collecting a dime from these people. Without not collecting a dime from these people. So the Next Generation Scholarship Program is open by the grace of God. The registration will start, I think, in October this year. And then by next year, we're going to officially start the session for the next cohort. So thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to us with regards to, thriving in a season that is, that we found ourselves in this country. I really appreciate the opportunity, and then I'm going to be open to any question with regards to my presentation. Thank you so much.
They told me that there will be some people who are trying to attack me, so they didn't switch on the microphone. But that's okay. Praise the Lord.
Do we have any question?
Okay. That's what I'm trying to coordinate from here. Whether
okay.
Is there any question on this? There are no questions. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. There are no questions. Thank you. Because it's afternoon and we are getting ready for lunch. Oh, you have a question? Okay. Except Pastor Kelechi. So we will take one question from Pastor Kelechi. Please, somebody give him a microphone. One question, sir.
Okay. I'd like to find out the last bit of information.
Okay.
The last bit of information you gave about scholarship for people who are interested in the tech, is there a way we can get that information? Because we have a number of young people around us who are
in black and white
in doing those things.
As believers, either in our businesses or in our career. And before I go, I would like to say that we shouldn't do life alone. We shouldn't do life in isolation. It's important to plug into a community, a support system that will provide that sort of support either in business or in career. Sometimes most people say that they are looking for money with regards to their business. However, all they need is probably someone to just take a total overview of the business and then tell them the missing link in terms of their value proposition, and then their business is blooming. So thank you so much, and I really appreciate this opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir. One more question from... why do I forget all these names? I used to know all the names. Please, is there another there's a microphone there? Okay. They said this is the second question. Please, ma'am, collect the microphone from there. Only 3 questions will be taken, one more, and then we are done.
Okay, thank you. I heard the speaker talk about remote jobs. For those who are interested, how can they link up and get such jobs? I guess remote jobs are those ones that you can do from wherever you are.
Your house?
Yes. So how can one get such jobs? Thank you.
How to get in contact with remote jobs, sir? Oh, he has ended. Well,
I'll send the questions to him.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think you simply just keep browsing and believe in God. It will lead you into the remote jobs. Any other? That was the let's take that as the last question. And to say that I deeply appreciate every one of you who made your time to come. Now hear this, in the evening we understand that we should appear with a touch of white. Otherwise, we will make sure that, amen, Today we will forgive those who did not hear. Please come back here with a touch of white as much as possible, but that doesn't mean you must stay away. And after that, I hear there's going to be lunch.